The Rivers State government has shut down Caviton helicopters in the state for endangering the lives of Rivers people over what it tagged as suspicious operation of the company in the state. Governor Nyesom Wike, in media address, directed local government council chairmen to close the offices of Capitan helicopters across the state. Governor Wike said his administration appreciates the need to protect business interests and operations in the state, and he will do whatever that is required to ensure that no business is unduly affected by the measures the state has taken to combat the coronavirus. He said with his declaration, Caviton helicopters can only choose to operate in any part of Rivers State and its own risk as local government chairmen have been directed to close their offices and present their operations. Governor Wike said that the highly insensitive and provocative actions of the Caviton helicopters took place in the midst of credible intelligence reports about plans by enemies of the state to traffic carriers of the dreaded coronavirus into the state. We appreciate the need to protect business interests and operations in the state, and we will do whatever that is required to ensure that no business is unduly affected by the measures we have taken to combat the coronavirus. However, we shall not welcome business or companies that value their business activities or profits more than or in clear disregard of the lives and health of our people. By its actions, Caviton helicopters have clearly shown that Rivers' lives do not matter to it. It is an enemy of Rivers people and is hereby declared persona non grata in Rivers State. With this declaration, Caviton helicopters can only choose to operate in any part of Rivers State at its own risk, as local government chairmen have been directed to close their offices and prevent their operations. Their morbid intention is to create panic by pushing up the infection rate and rubbish the robust measures we have since put in place to cut off the spread of the virus and keep our state and our citizens safe and secure from the ravaging pandemic. As expected and required by our laws, the crew and the passengers on board that ill-fated helicopter were promptly arrested by the law enforcement personnel and are being prosecuted before our courts in line with our COVID-19 declarations and containment orders. Caviton helicopters claim to have gotten permits from some federal agencies to fly passengers into the state, which never bothered to take the state government into confidence in issuing such permits in violation of her laws and containment orders. While federal agencies reserve the right to issue flight permits to airline operators to fly into Rivers State, we insist that the state government must equally be informed and taken into confidence in the process. This is the only way to avoid suspicion, conflict of interest and unnecessary bickering between the state and the federal government in our collective efforts to combat the spread of COVID-19 in the country. Let me reiterate that for us, COVID-19 in Rivers State is a matter of life and death, and we will never succumb to any blackmail from any person, institution or authority in our determination to protect our citizens and our state from the spread of this deadly virus. Since we triggered a law on Caviton helicopters, we have seen and read all sorts of hilarious and frivolous comments, particularly on social media, questioning the propriety of her actions against the carrier and its passengers. At this time and under the present situation, nothing, I repeat, nothing is more important to us than to safeguard the lives and well-being of our citizens no matter the cost, and we shall spare no effort to achieve this singular most fundamental objective of our government. We have sworn to protect the lives and advance the well-being of our people, and nothing can stop us from taking all necessary steps to prevent or stop any person, action or activities that would endanger the lives of our citizens, he said. The federal government has said the Air Force commander in Port Harcourt, who invited Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike to arrest coveting helicopter pilots and passengers on board the concerned flight. The police commissioner who accompanied Governor Wike and the military commander who all collaborated with the governor usurped the authority of the commander-in-chief, President Muhammadu Buhari. Minister of Aviation Hadi Sirika said while necessary approvals were given to the captain to fly, the aviation sector is on the exclusive list and Governor Wike and had no right to enter the premises of Cavitin. Oh, hey, hey. Wow, there is fire on the mountain. This man has really dared them. Now, we don't know. All of them, Nyesom Wike is a lawyer and a governor at that. And we don't know which one is exclusive list. He said he has given his own order and the federal government is flouting his own order. So which one is higher? And how do they manage the technicalities? Because like I said, like all this thing is only lawyers that will be able to shed more light on all of these things. But what they are talking about, what the River State is holding on to, is that they are trying to import. They might use opportunity to bring in people with infected who are infected with this COVID-19 into the state, which they are avoiding because they have sworn to protect lives and properties of the people and to make sure that they advance the well-being of the people as well. But now, who is to be obeyed, who is not to be obeyed? Because like he said, even if the federal government wants to do such a thing, at least they would have carried them along, judging from the fact that they've already put law on ground. And even if the federal government wants to do anything, if they are talking about the exclusive list or they have the right to do some things without even informing anybody or without even taking permission from anybody, but at least causing demands that, okay, these are the things happening and you are the chief security officer of that state as a governor, these are the things that we are doing, or they expected him to have known these things before now. But there's that's a confusion in all of these things, and this is what they really need to tell us, who is right or who is not right, or they expected Nyesom Wike to have known all of these things instead of going ahead to go and stop the or entering the premises of this what do they call them, um Caviton. So guys, let us even hear what Nigerians are saying concerning this. And he has already told them that they cannot do that. He has given directives to all the local government chairmen not to allow such thing to happen in the states, or because they prefer the lives, or they cherish the lives of the people, and those people prefers their businesses, and which he said and is standing on the ground that it will never happen. So there is this is it friction between the federal government and the state government. Someone is letting us know that exclusive list as how do they carry their land permit from whatever their flights took off from to their destinations. Nigeria drama. Respect state constitutional rights. Lockdown means lockdown. They ought to be quarantined for 14 days. Same treatment given to folks arrested in Lagos State. No one is above the law. Oh, for this country. I'm just surprised. I just laugh. People are talking about what happened in Lagos. Oh, some people were discharged and acquitted. Some people, they didn't just do. Some people, they just, whatever they they just sentence them, they punish them, while some people, they look at the other side because some people are more influential than the others. I'm just like, is it today that you people know? When everybody was shouting, yes, Lagos State did the right thing by doing this to Funke Akindele, but when it comes to the other gentlemen, oh, they look at the other side. So what are we talking about? I just laugh. Is it today that you guys know that things don't really work well? Because they will just do little thing, and the next thing you know that these people are not really sincere. In all ramifications, the government has not been sincere. So what are we talking about? Like somebody who says, oh, no one is above the law. In Nigeria, some people are above the law. That is just the fact. Some say, it is your state. You are the commander-in-chief, sir. Yes, this is so because the federal government has shown itself as a very weak, no firm, and not decisive. I expect the military commanders and police officers who connived with the state governor to dare the federal government should be severely punished so as to learn bitter lessons for their insubordinate acts and severe and serve as a deterrent to others. There should also be a way that the state governor could be made to pay dearly for his pomposity and arrogant display of power. That's what somebody says. And some people say, are you sick? Go and take your malaria drugs. Are you talking of military government or what? For the Minister of Aviation to have uttered statement that a sitting governor has no right to enter a business premise within the state he governs is a statement gone too far. Fair FGN need to apologize for this. Someone say, guy, you are a dollar. Okay, they are referring to this particular person who says even the governor has already violated or maybe disrespected the federal government, and that he does not have the right to enter the premises of that company. Someone said the aviation minister should move Cavitin office to his hometown of Daura. I am not Governor Wike's admirer, but on the issue of this helicopter company, I am in support of his actions against the company because he is sincerely doing his best in accordance with his oath of office to protect the lives of his people. My God, this is a man, my governor. God bless you plenty, plenty. Someone say, Ogbeni Wike, you are just flexing your muscles unnecessarily. Don't transfer aggression of a 10 billion naira COVID-19 grant to Cavitin helicopters. This is because you collected lion's share from the oil proceeds. People are beginning to divert attention. That is not what they are talking about. Leave the man. He is drunk. Do you know a chopper landed yesterday from a swamp rig at Eriton Field? This chopper got approval to fly from the federal agencies. States are not in control of aviation matter. Who gets the oil? Who said Governor Wike has no right to enter governor premises or Cavitin premises? Where is it located? The aviation company is answerable to Rivers State government where it resides and operates. Whoever that was behind their movement was undermining the authorities of Rivers State, so it deserves whatever inconveniences imposed on them. So guys, let us hear your opinion concerning this whole thing. Leave your comments and let's have your take. Thank you.